Hey, uh, this is Nymph from MySpace. You may know me, you may not. I don't care. Anyways, if you do know me, that's great. If you don't, and you continue to watch this, well, thank you. I just basically post stuff about my life, and this one is specifically about the two sides of my family. They're basically like a coin. You know, you got heads and you got tails. They're complete opposites of each other. There is really no thread linking them together except for my intermediate family. That's about it. You know, and me. You know, mom, dad, bloodlines combined with me. Anyways, the thing is really weird is that on my mom's side of the family, you got these radical liberal, you know, out there doing what you want for pleasure and doing what you want because it feels good. Not to the extent you may be thinking, but I mean they're just really open minded, you know, very crazy people, you know. And then on my dad's side, you got the conservative, highly religious, um, basically not close-minded, but open-minded to an extent, because you know all religious people, no offense, are not completely open-minded. I'm not even completely open-minded, and I am an atheist. So, but they are open-mindedness is a little bit more limited. It's because of their religious bounds that hold them to that standard that they have to be. Anyways, the funny thing is like when we have family functions on my dad's side, which they tend to have them like annually, and to me that's too much because I don't fit in at all. Okay, I do not fit in at all. I mean, you're talking about really religious people. I don't know anything about their God or whatnot. I don't want to. It's like I don't believe in God. I don't believe in, you know, any, you know, religious material. And it's like kind of like when I go in there, I feel like I'm almost suffocating because it's like this big old wall just hits me, and it's like, you know what? I'm almost in a different country because I feel like, or with a different family, because even though I've known these people for years, it's like complete strangers every time I see them again. There's a few select people that, you know, I'll always, you know, be welcome and open to, like my grandparents, and then like my Aunt Connie, and you know, my Aunt Vicky, and I love my other aunts, and I love everyone on my dad's side of the family. It's just harder to open up to them because many of them don't love my lifestyle, and I highly doubt that many of them would agree with it. The thing is like, you know, I try to be as optimistic as I can. I usually only go to these functions for my dad's sake because it makes him happy. And it also makes my grandparents happy and all that kind of stuff. And that's important to me as well. You know, it's not just my happiness, it's their happiness too. But I try to have fun. Sometimes I have a little bit, and sometimes it's just like, oh, when are we going to go home? Because it's not that they're boring, it's just they're not the same interest as me. It's I mean, they're fun people, but not in my light, because I'm a different kind of guy. I like the radical, random, almost sometimes off the edge, dangerous kind of, you know, confrontations with people. It's like kind of a weird thing with me. And on my mom's side, that's what it's like. You go there and it's chaotic because there's controversy. There's, you know, people shouting at each other, kids running wild, and we're playing either poker, and then people are out back smoking pot, and you know, it's just like it's crazy, you know. And when they play games, oh my gosh, like mad chatter. They'll play like my mom, my Aunt Angie, Aunt Diana, my sister Shannon will play mad chatter, and they'll be like these cackling little witches, and it's like crazy, and they'll start flinging their arms around when they're doing all this kind of stuff, and it's just craziness. It's just random craziness. There's constant controversy, like my cousin Matthew and my cousin Casey constantly going at it, and or my cousin Matthew and my cousin Nathan constantly going at it, or my cousin Nathan and my cousin Casey going at it, and it's just funny stuff. And it's just like, you know, the controversy, the drama, the intensity of the situation is just like bam, bam, bam. You're never bored. It's fun as hell. I mean, it's like wow. And on my dad's side, there's no controversy. Everyone gets along. Everyone's happy. Everyone's hoity-toity goody two-shoes, and it's like, I can't stand this. It's insufferable, because I'm surrounded by people who get along, which is great, but to an extent it's dull. There's no controversy, there's no randomness, there's no outspokenness, there's no one, throwing a chair. I mean, gosh, that's why I love WWE, because it's just like bam, bam, bam. I know most of it's fake, but I don't care. A lot of the things I tell my family is fake. A lot of the things my family tells each other is fake. It's like, oh, you look great in that dress, but actually they're thinking, oh my God, you look like a cow. It's like, on my mom's side of the family, it's just like, wow. It like hits you right there. I mean, I got grandpa from Arkansas, and when he comes over here, he's the funniest guy you ever see. I mean, he'll sit in the restaurant with 2 beers in hand, and he'll order the most outrageous meals, like octopus and what was that one thing? Like he ordered octopus tentacle cups, or one of those suction cups, with a side of dry liver fat and like a dead cat or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember, but something of that matter, and it's like crazy. And when I go to the dinner with my dad's side of the family, they're just sitting there having their nice conversation with the 3,000 forks across the board. They're the rich, religious people, so they're very traditional, and tradition is great to keep, but like I said, I love that controversy. See, at my dinner table, my family's side, we're either sitting in front of a TV or we're throwing food at each other. It's crazy, and I just love that intensity. It's just wham, cha, wah. Anyways, so that's basically the two sides of my family. They're very, very different. I would love to see this, and it's happened, I think, once before, but it hasn't really happened that much. I mean, sometimes we bring some of my mom's family over to like the family functions on my dad's side, but very rarely. I'd love to see a combination of my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family just intermingle and see what happens. It's just, that would be funny. I don't think my dad's side of the family could handle it, and I don't think my mom's side of the family could handle it either. They're just two different families. It's like you take one individual, take another individual. You got a radical liberal and you got a well-kept conservative. They're not going to intermingle quite well. They say opposites attract. Well, you got to have some similarities too. Common ground is the basis for a good relationship, and if you don't got no common ground, then that's going to be some trouble. I like that. Ooh, that'd be fun. Anyways, that's the two sides of my family. They're both, in their own way, kind of crazy, kind of kooky. They do things completely different from each other, and it tears me apart, literally, because one I can deal with, and in fact I love to deal with. The other one, I have to basically change the entire person I am to accommodate for them, because if I were to be myself on my dad's side of the family at their functions, I'd probably be thrown out of the house. I have a foul mouth, and yeah, I like to kiss boys. Anyways, thanks for watching. But if you're not watching this, well then, I hate you too. No, I love you. Not really, but bye.